Onyx's room. I haven't shown you guys the new like setup that we have. We've got Onyx a dresser, and we also got him his clothes, his newborn size clothes put in his dresser. It's all rewashed and put in the dresser, and I can't tell you guys the weight that I feel off of my shoulder. Just like, we bought Blaise's dresser, which is over here. We bought this dresser for like $179 2 years ago when he was born. And when we went to go look for the same dresser for Onyx, they were like $259. And I'm like, who? Where? Because I don't got that kind of money. So I was like, yeah, we can afford that. So we were looking at like, you know, yard sales, garage sales, estate sales, stores around town, just like, you know, different ways to figure out like how we were gonna get him a dresser. And we found a dresser. So we actually found this dresser. It's a 6-drawer dresser. It's long, so it takes up a little bit more space, but we found this dresser at like a consignment store. And I was like, when I first saw it, I was like, oh, this is nice. They wanted, excuse me, $140 for it. And I'm like, I don't know. But I opened it and closed it and noticed the soft closed drawers. And I'm like, oh, that's really nice. You know, everything like that. And decided we would go and try to figure out if we could like barter with the person who owns it. Okay, because the thing is, like with that consignment, they have like different booths inside, and this place is huge. It's almost like a flea market. And they have different booths inside. So I'm like, maybe we can ask if we can like barter with them or something for the price. Haggle is what I said, I think. So I went and I'm like, hey, do you work here? And he's like, I don't, but I could probably help you with something if you have a question. I'm like, well, we see this dresser over here in this booth. We wanted to know, like, you know, if we could like haggle the price. He's like, you don't want to haggle the price, do you? And I'm like, yeah, I kind of do. And he's like, which booth is it? And told him, and he's like, oh, that's actually my booth. He's like, yeah, you don't want to haggle. And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, which one are you talking about? We showed him the dresser, and he's like, oh yeah, you know, yeah, I was asking $140 for it. And you know, him and Jack are just talking, and Jack's like, yeah, and I noticed the bottom drawer is kind of like a little like, it wasn't on the hinge or on the track very well. It didn't close very well. It was kind of scraping. And Jack's like, yeah, we noticed that. And he's like, you know what? It's been a pretty slow day. You know what? I'll give it to you for $100. And I look at Jack. Jack looks at me. And whenever we are haggling prices, like with cars or just like anything, I'm always like at the first offer. Like I'm like, oh my God, like that's a deal. Like I'm like ready, like let's sign right here. And Jack is like, you need to stop. Like don't say anything. So this time I was just like, and I just stayed in the back. I was just like, whatever. And Jack's like, yeah, I'll take that. So bought it for $100. Excuse me. Bought it for $100, and they got it in here a couple days ago, and finally finished putting everything in here a couple days ago. So let's go through it. So in this first drawer, I have his like sleepers in here. Well, that's not supposed to go in here. I have all of his sleepers. Most of them are zippers, a couple buttons, but most of them are zippers. Then down here, I have a ton of burp cloths. I can't tell you how much or how many we went through of these, like all the time. They were always dirty. So I have a ton of those. I have a ton of receiving blankets as well, which I used more so in the beginning to like lay him on things and stuff like that. But I didn't really use it much towards the end, but a ton of those. Then I have all of his shirts, short sleeve, long sleeves, and pants in here. I don't really have a lot of pants, which I'm not really worried about because he is probably only gonna wear pants like late at night, maybe if it gets chilly, and maybe in the house if it's cold. But other than that, like it's July, you know? Then swaddles. I love swaddles. Like, swaddles are my favorite. Here are a couple of my favorite ones. This is the Love to Dream swaddle. I loved this with Blaise. The arms just kind of sit up and then you just zip it. So I really, really liked this one with Blaise. And my favorite swaddle is this one, which is the Happiest Baby swaddle. It zips and it has like Velcro in the inside, so it really does strap Blaise in really nicely. So I really liked that one, but I have a bunch of other ones that were passed down to me, given to me. The hospital also gives swaddles too. They give the Halo sleep sack. So I have 2 of these, and yeah, so I also have my baby carrier in here, which is the Coney baby carrier. It's like a mesh. I bought this kind of late with Blaise. I have 2 different carriers. I have like one for like when they get a little bigger, and then I have this one when they're a little smaller. It's just a mesh one, which I can keep in the car in case I need to carry him into a store or something. And then this is like my pregnancy, my belly binding thing. Never used this, but I bought it. And then I have bath stuff down here. Just towels, socks, and washcloths, but that's the dresser. And here's the baby. So for Blaise, when he was first born, the first picture outfit that I put him on was this like rainbow, neutral rainbow swaddle, kind of like sack type thing. So I figured I would put Onyx on the same thing and take his first pictures as well. Especially since I still have it. I just think it would be really cute just to have like the similarities between the 2 boys and wear the same thing for the first pictures. So I have that up here. I also got his wooden name sign from Caden Lane. This is my boy's name, Onyx Kai Thomas. And just like Blaise Reese James, James is technically Jack, one of Jack's grandfather's names, and Thomas is Jack's middle name as well as one of his grandfather's middle names as well. So James and Thomas both kind of have like familiar ties, whereas Onyx was something that Jack came up with, and Blaise was something that we both kind of found and came to the kind of agreement on. So I also have his coming home outfit, which is so cute. This needs to be cleaned. I have not washed it yet, but it's just like a little tiny little romper that says Onyx on it, and it's just so cute. And I got that off of Etsy. And then lastly, at our hospital, they do first 48 pictures. So, meaning that like within the first 2 days that you're in the hospital before you go home, they'll have a professional photographer come in and take pictures of like you, the baby, you with the baby, the husband with the baby, and then the baby. So this also needs to be washed. This is like another like sleep sack swaddle type situation with a knitted or a knotted hat, and it just has his name on it. And then Jack's shirt and my little robe. So I have to wash all of this stuff and then get it into the hospital bag. But yeah, so very excited about that, I guess you could say. I am currently 35 weeks, so I have 5 weeks to go. And this weekend we're going out of town. Next weekend is the baby shower. So June 25th is the baby shower. And then after that, it's just kind of smooth sailing. It's just kind of like the last like 3 weeks, just kind of hanging out, staying nearby home. I was gonna go back up to the cabin for the 4th of July, but I feel like that's too close. It's like a week and a half before I give birth. yeah, it's like 12 days before I give birth, and anything can happen. I've just heard so much about like how the second baby can come a lot sooner, a lot faster, and that would be just my luck that my water breaks in Michigan, and then I have to drive 3 hours home, and I might have the baby in the car somewhere. So I'm not trying to risk it. So we'll just go up this weekend for Juneteenth weekend, and then we will just do that like that. So yeah, I need to get Blaise ready so he can go to Grandma's house. Do you want to say hi?
Hi.
Wait, you gotta back up.
Hi.
Alexa, pause music. All right, back up.
Hey.
Hey, Blaise, so handsome. Woo! colors? Okay, sit down. Let's see. What color is this? Is it yellow? Stay up here. Can you say yellow? Ooh, that was good. What color is this? Huh? It is red. Good job. Yep, that is a red sock. Come on, honey, sit down. What color is this? No, it's not pink. It's purple. Good job. What color is this? It is orange. Good job, buddy. I think you know this. What color is this? It's pink. Nuts. Give me nuts. And what color is this? This is green. Can you say green? Good. Did we do this one? Did we do this color? This one is blue. Good. Yep, we're gonna go outside. We gotta get dressed. And we gotta wash our face and brush our teeth. My buddy is so smart. Uh-oh, come on. Put your shirt on so we can go outside. Say, let's say bye.
Bye.
Say we're heading out.